Steven, why don't you go first today? With Joel.
Joel,
Over there, Joel.
how much have you been able to see of Dennis Smith this season?
I haven't seen much of him. I really haven't watched him a lot. I know I've seen stuff from from his highlights and stuff on YouTube from when he was a senior in high school and stuff. But other than that, I never really got a chance to watch him play on TV or anything yet. So.
Did you guys cross paths at all on the AAU circuit or?
No, he was younger than I was, and he played on I think he played on the Adidas circuit. So I never got a chance to play against him. So.
How much are you looking forward to going against tomorrow night? Obviously, he's received a lot of hype.
Yeah.
Some people are talking about him possibly being the #1 draft pick.
Right. Yeah, I'm excited just because it's NC State. You know, we always get fired up going against them, and it's going to be a great game. But I'm not going to make it into a one-on-one matchup. You know, it's about North Carolina going against NC State. So it's going to be a fun game. It's going to be a fun matchup. But at the end of the day, it's about our team going against theirs, and not just me going against him.
Joel, when you're playing a guy like that who clearly is an offensive catalyst for their team, you have to work a little harder offensively. How do you make sure that doesn't affect your offense, or are there things that you do
Right.
to conserve that?
You just have to balance it. You just gotta make sure you're getting it on the defensive end. Make sure you're doing the same thing on the offensive end. I know last game against Clemson, I kind of had it to where I was playing a lot of offense, and my defensive grade wasn't that good. So I just have to make sure I'm balancing it out and being able to know, when to, exert more energy on one play than the other, stuff like that. So.
Is it more about maybe being a facilitator rather than a shooter, or do you let the game decide that?
Yeah, I get lost in the game, and usually the game decides that. I'm always playing off of instinct. You can't just say you're going to do something. So usually it's just me getting lost in the game, and whatever happens, happens. So.
41 minutes the other night, you talked about the cramps. You've had the illness, the IVs and everything. Was your recovery any different than previous games, or did it take you a little longer this time?
It took me a little longer. It was a time where I had the stomach bug, and I wasn't able to eat for like 2 days. So I think I just tried to push my fluids, tried to eat a little bit more. Jonas, our trainer, tried to make me some shakes and stuff to try to, because I really did have an appetite. So I think it took a little longer, but it happens. But I'm recovered now, and I'm back eating, which I like to do. So. Yeah.
I know that dehydration sticks around for a while with that. Are you fully through all that now? Are you 100%?
Yeah, I'm fully through it. Yeah, I'm done with it. So hopefully I don't get it again. But it was a hard recovery. But I'm over it. So.
How much you looking forward to playing with Theo tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I came in with him. He's a great player. We thought that he was gonna come in and have a great season this year at the beginning, but he had a little setback. So I'm looking forward to him getting out there on the court. It's gonna be fun having him back. He's always in the media, doing crazy stuff. So now it's a good chance to see him actually play some basketball. So.
Other than driving Coach crazy, what is the thing that he brings most to you guys?
Yeah, I think he brings facilitating. He helps a lot with us on the defensive end. He's long, he's athletic. So with him being out on the court and being able to have him on the defensive side, I think that'll help us a lot on that end. And then on the offensive end, just him facilitating, being able to get to the basket. And he's improved his shot a lot. So hopefully, he'll come in and help us with the three-point percentage, and then just being a player. I think that's what Coach wants him to be, and he's capable of being that.
How's he looked in practice?
He hasn't had much practice time, but as of now, he's looking all right. He's trying to get his wind back. Sitting out for so long, it's hard you can't simulate, our practices with doing workouts and stuff on the bike and all that. But right now, he's trying to get his wind back, but he's looking pretty good. I think he just has to get back in the rotation of, actually making basketball plays and stuff. So.
To that point, do you guys kind of anticipate it's going to take a little bit of time? Since he's not had a ton of practice.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially with him sitting out, you know, so long. I think that it's gonna take a little bit for him to be able to get back in the flow of things, what we're doing now, get in sync with everyone else. But I mean, that's expected, being out so long. So I think he'll come back. It'll probably take a couple of games, but it's just good to have him back in the rotation and just have another guy that we can go to, either starting or, you know, coming off the bench. So.
In terms of energy, I know Roy has talked about that in a couple games. Does he provide an immediate boost just by being on the court?
I mean, I think so, but I mean, only him being out on the court can tell. I just think as a team, we have to start, you know, playing with more passion, playing with more energy. I think in that Georgia Tech game, I think we were just out there expecting to win that game, and we showed. I know for myself, I showed no passion. The team just felt like we had no energy. So we just have to continue to play with that, whether Theo is out there or if he's not. So I think that's one thing that hopefully he'll bring, but I think we just have to continue to have that regardless. So.
Roy said he wasn't quite sure what the identity of this team was yet. I know you guys played as well as anybody through the Maui tournament and have had some setbacks since. Do you have a sense of kind of what the identity of this team is?
I think so. I think that just some guys, or all of us, we just have to continue to play within ourselves and not try to do anything outside of what we can do. If we continue to stick to our roles and play defense, I think that's the biggest thing. I mean, I know we stress it all the time, but if we can stop people from scoring, that's you know, a great thing. I mean, we can score the ball. We have guys that can score, but if we can stop someone, and just like in the Clemson game, we were up by 8 at one point, and then we came back down and just let up on the defensive end, and they were back in the game. So things like that, just on the defensive end, we got to get it together. But I think that our identity is that I mean, I want to be a tough team. That's what I pride myself on, is being tough, and that's what I want this team to be, and I think we're capable of doing that.
You been following the weather reports?
I have, and I'm not big on snow. I'm from Florida, but I got my jacket, I got my skull cap, so I think I'm ready for it.
The fact that you may play, you may not play, I mean, is that a distraction? Does that factor into it, or do you even think about that?
Just a little, but we have to be prepared regardless of what happens. If we play, if we don't play, but I'm still going in thinking that, you know, the game is going to be tomorrow, so I don't want to have it to where we get out on the court and, you know, coach is like, well, you know, guys, we are playing today, so I don't want that thought. And so as we go in today, we have to prepare like we're going to play tomorrow.
Did you have to buy a jacket when you came to school here?
They supply us with like a big jacket, so I brought my 3 of them from the previous, 2 of them from the previous year, so I'm gonna have both of those on, and probably 2 skull caps and some gloves. So
What's the coldest it would get in Apopka?
I think the coldest it's gotten maybe 45, but I mean.
And that's like at 3 o'clock in the morning or so?
Exactly, yeah, that's before the sun comes up, but when the sun comes up, it's like 80, 90. So, I mean, I could spend my Christmas out on the beach if I wanted to. So.
It'll be 0 degrees Sunday morning.
Yeah, I saw that Sunday was gonna be 4 degrees, so it's not I don't like it, but I'm prepared for it, so. Yeah.
All right, thanks, Joel.
Thanks, Joe.